Here's a staggering fact. At any given time, any day, as many as 500 underage girls are trafficked right here in King County. Some of those girls are as young as 8 years old. A Bellevue business owner was so moved after witnessing the effects of sex trafficking on girls and women here and overseas that she founded an organization to help support them. Please welcome, from Escape to Peace, founder Carol Loya and trafficking survivor Elaine Adams. Thank you both for being with us. Appreciate it. Carol, tell me what your experiences were that really turned you on to wanting to create a solution.
Well, about 4 years ago, I went on a mission to Thailand, and there I saw thousands of women talk to someone as young as 12 years old being sold, and we would take them to dinner and try to get them in safe homes. And just being there for 10 days and seeing the pain that they go through. When I came back here, I knew that it was happening in every city, so I decided to just focus on my community.
And we overlook sometimes the fact that it is in our own backyard. Whether it's girls who are being lured into prostitution or whether it's girls who are being brought over from other countries, but it's here.
It's here.
And what does that look like for the most part?
Well, because of social media and phones, it's unseen. You know, it's not. It's different in Thailand because it's everywhere. You know, you see it on the streets, but here it's unseen because they're put in a hotel room or an apartment or a condo, and they can be sold right from their phone.
This seems like something that everybody should be interested in, but particularly us as women, to respond to one another. Elaine, tell us a bit about your story. What happened that got you in a trafficking situation?
Well, it started off, I was molested at 13 years old. Sorry. And the very person that did that to me, his wife was a family member, my very close family member that I looked up to, introduced me to, as far as dancing at a bachelor party. I was not told there was going to be anything else going on, just to dance, and I would get paid for it. And this actually happened in Bellevue, and I was 15 years old at the time. And when I went there, it was, that's where it started, where several men just came in and had their way with me. I was left alone. And after that, I told this person, this family member, what happened to me, and I'm thinking that she's going to be upset about it and everything like I was. And she's like, well, are you okay? And I was like, well, yes. And she wanted her money, her part of the money. And from then on, it was just a process where it's like, okay, if I'm going to be taken like this, then yeah, I might as well get paid for it.
And there's no way a 13-year-old or a 15-year-old can cope with that by themselves.
Exactly.
First of all, that makes me want to strangle her, but let me get over that for a moment to say that this is not that unusual in the sense that so many of the kids are taken advantage of by people they trust. It's not being grabbed and taken someplace, but being groomed or being taken advantage of.
Yes.
And I'm sure you've seen that as you've gone forward in this work.
Yes, definitely, because a lot of girls, and there's boys as well.
Yes, good point.
Are lured in by ones that they trust, because it's called a grooming process. Mm-hmm. And drugs are involved, and at that time when I went through that, I was, involved in drugs myself. And from then on, you're just brainwashed into that thing. It's just, you feel like that's you. It becomes your identity.
And that there's nothing better out there for you.
No. And
how did you get past this?
Over the years, a couple of cousins of mine that were also victims as well, they had started going to church. They were invited to church by someone else that was in the life, and that's what we called it back then. Mm-hmm. And so I came back from Alaska. I was about 19 years old, and they invited me to church. And so that's what started my process, and I found safety there. And I started becoming, realized that there was worth, there was another part of me than this I was involved in. That was the real Elaine.
I was so glad to hear that. And this is what we're battling. A really difficult grooming process, a really engaging kind of emotional lure, drugs, victimization, lack of self-worth. How do we fight this? How can we help you?
Well, people need to be aware. They need to understand that this happens here, and they need to know how to spot it. And we opened up an escape center, so for the girls, or the boys and the girls,
right.
they have a place to escape.
Yeah, now we get to your center. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that.
Yeah, so they have a place to come, and there'll be a drop-in center, so they can come for food because they're hungry, and they'll come for toiletry items. And we'll also have people there to drive them to their appointments, whether it's doctor or any type of appointments they may have. We also, when they're ready, they can get into our life skill and job skill program. And the job skill program will have a part that makes candles, and retailers will sell them, and the profits will come back to the center. We also do trauma therapy.
And so how can we support you?
You can buy candles. We have, this is a puzzle piece that represents find your piece in the puzzle as we work piece by piece to get the victims out of the world of sex trafficking into a safe place and healing. And this, you would get into our website to get educated, and here's a national hotline number to report it.
Thank you.
Yes, so you can go ahead and get this on our website.
And we've got that all linked on our website as well. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. It's incredibly brave and generous to share. Thank you. We'll be right back.